Hi everyone, this is Carla Nix with today's inspiration. I want to talk about changing courses. And I just like with most everything I share about myself because that's what I know about. They say write what you know, talk about what you know. And I know me. And I know what I'm going through, and my sole purpose with doing these inspirational messages is that someone would be inspired, someone would be encouraged, someone would be empowered as they go through their own journey. And we all go through our journeys, and they may be similar, but your journey is your journey. And if I say something that can help you along your way, then I'm thankful and I'm grateful and I'm pleased. Everything I say may not even pertain to you, or it just may seem like hogwash to you. And if that's the case, I say pass it on because it may bless someone else. But a lot of times we can take, if it's just one thing out of what we hear, that will help us. And that's all I ask, is that you be blessed somehow, some way. So hopefully you will be blessed with this today. I'm talking about changing courses. And I've been thinking, because in my own life right now, I'm going through so many different things. And it seems like it's one thing after another. And these things are like traumatic or life changing or really crucial. And it's like, you stop and say, now, what's really going on? What's really going on? And you can't always blame it on the devil. Everything is not an attack. Although we have to be aware of our enemy, and we have to be aware that our adversary is there to stop us from fulfilling our purpose in life. And he comes to kill, steal, rob, and destroy. That's his purpose. So that's a given, that he's there and he's doing some things, but everything is not a full-blown attack. There's a message in most everything. That's how I see it. There's a purpose in the pain. There's a message in the mess that we go through. There's something. So to me, it would behoove us, and I feel that it's crucial to me and critical to me, to take time and stop and observe and evaluate, meditate, pray, and to be open to receive the answer to what we seek, the questions to what we seek. And we can't do that when we're nonstop going, when we're busy. So when things happen and things occur, take some time and listen. Okay, this is what God has instilled in me about what's going on right now. Excuse me. This is what He's instilled in me, that right now I'm going through a change in my course, a change in direction. And this is what He put in my spirit. I'm very familiar with hurricanes. In fact, I'm named after Hurricane Carla. Yes, that hit in Corpus Christi, Texas in 1961. And that's when I was born, and that's where I was born. I was born in October of 61. Hurricane Carla hit in September of 61. And not just that, I grew up basically in New Orleans, and we're familiar with hurricanes. And of course, the most famous one in my life was Katrina. But I'm very familiar with hurricanes, and one thing about them is that, even as big as Katrina was, when the storm is raging, okay, and the storm changes courses, because they do change their course, because the meteorologist can look and say the storm is going this way, latitude, longitude, whatever, and then they tell you that it's changing courses. What usually happens, and well, not usually, but what happens when the storm changes course, it usually stops and slow down before it turns, because I'm assuming that it cannot turn going full speed. It has to stop and slow down. God also placed in my spirit a ship. And I'm not that familiar with them, but I think I know enough that to know that when they are about to turn or about to change, they also slow down so that they can make that change, so that they can turn because they're changing courses. And he speaks to my spirit and says, and he's saying, that's what's going on in my life. I am facing a change of course. He's bringing me in a new direction. Now, where he's bringing me, I don't know. I have an idea, and of course, I have some suggestions if God asks me. But my life is in His hands, so I'm just riding along, and I I'm ready. I believe I am, but I'm looking at the signs, and He's showing me that yes, I'm changing courses, I'm changing direction. So he has to slow this boat down for a moment. He has to slow this storm down for a moment to allow my life to change its direction, to change its course. And so now this is the time that I need to look at the lessons. What's in it? What is he telling me? What do I need to change? What do I need to let go? What do I need to embrace? Which way do I need to look? Up, down, left, right, behind me, ahead of me, below me, above me. I need to look. And back to the enemy. Yes, he also takes advantage of what's going on right now because I'm most vulnerable. And yes, things are happening. Things that are just seem it does seem like an attack, but that I'm not so concerned about that because I know that again my life is in God's hand. And the devil may think he has me, but he don't because God will turn it. God is changing. God is in control. The devil is under my foot, but God is holding me up, and that's what's important. So as he throw these arrows and darts at me during this time, it's okay because I'm saying, Lord, take it, take it, take it, and God is my shield. So while I'm going through this change right now, it's time for me to pay attention and see what God is trying to tell me. So I hope this encourages you right now, and maybe it make a little bit of sense. You're going in for a change, and it's time for God to change your direction, and therefore, the wind has to change. Things have to slow down. The speed has to change, and it's time to go in for that turn. So we're changing courses, and God is doing it in the way that He does, which is an excellent way, the best way, the right way, God's way. I may not understand it, and it's not for me to understand. It's just for me to be obedient to Him, pay attention to what's going on, and be the best that I can be, and to please Him in all ways. God bless you. This is Carla Wideness with today's inspiration.